Hello friends and family, how are you? This is Alessandra and it's April 23rd. We're still in quarantine and rightly so we could all be safe and get through out of this quicker. I am going to make a lentil soup just because it's still very cold. You want something warm. And the wonderful thing about lentil soup, it could be ready in about an hour. So these are the ingredients you will need. A pound of lentils, some celery stalks, carrots, a garlic, and a couple plum tomatoes. With cooking, unlike baking, your measurements do not need to be so precise. And I will be using a 5-quart pan with a lid. You must have a lid to your pot. Okay, let's get started. I went ahead and rinsed the lentils. I sorted it out a little bit just in case there could be sometimes a little rock or some dry leaves because they are fresh. So what I did was I added in a pot. I washed the lentils, added 4 quarts of water. Now, lentils do not need soaking. So that's the beauty of it. If it's even mid-afternoon and you decide to make it for dinner, you still have time to do it. And just very simple ingredients that for sure you'll have in your refrigerator. Okay, I'm going to take the vegetables I washed and I peeled the carrots and put them through the food processor because it just makes it easier. And if you have kids eating and they see the larger pieces of carrots and floating vegetables, might not want to eat it. Now, I'm making this lentil soup tonight for my good friend Lori. We are doing a lentil soup swap. I'm bringing her my Italian lentil soup and she's giving me some Indian lentil soup she made that was absolutely delicious last time I tasted it. And her kids love my lentil soup, so it's a wonderful thing. We just swap the food 6 to 8 feet apart and it works out great. Okay, so let me proceed with chopping all the vegetables. Okay, I've moved over to the stove. I put it on high because you want it to start boiling. Once it comes to a boil, you're gonna lower it and put the lid on it. Okay, here's all the minced vegetables. I'm going chopped up minced vegetables and I'm going to put them in. Okay, don't want to lose any. Just, okay. All right, a couple things about the lentil soup. As my good friend Lori says, I have too many rules in cooking, but these are rules that I remember my grandmother telling my mother and my mother telling us. So you don't want to break a boil, meaning that do not put anything that's metal once it starts boiling and it stops the boil, because the legumes will not continue to cook, especially the beans. Not so much the lentils, but the beans. Also, do not salt it till it's all cooked. And then the last 10 minutes, you add your salt and taste it and adjust to the flavor. I do not use any vegetable stock, any chicken stock, because the beans are so flavorful on their own that you don't want to add other stuff. The fresh vegetable is really enough for what you need. Okay, so now we're going to bring it to a boil. Also, you will need the extra virgin olive oil. And the olive oil is best when it's raw. So what I usually do at the end, I will show you later, I add the olive oil at the very end. Okay, an hour's passed, the lentils look beautiful. I'm going to add my salt. Now, the salt, it's something you just need to maybe start with a teaspoon and then just taste it and see how you like it. Now, for the 1 pound of lentil soup, we're gonna eat twice. So I'm giving half to Lori, half I'm keeping. And since a lot of the stuff when I cook, I don't really measure. So I take the bowl I'm gonna serve and I just measure it inside the plate, and you figure this is for one person. What I did today, I did measure it, and so it's pretty much 1/3 of a cup per person. And again, this is a lot of lentils, so I'm gonna take half of it, and we're 5 people, so I'm gonna take a cup and 1/3, I'm sorry, a cup and 2/3 of the ditalini pasta, and just cook them. And so I'll see you in a few when I get that all set up. Okay, an hour ago, I didn't think I was very hungry. Somehow smelling the lentil and just, I'm hungry. Okay, a little tip. So now I put the ditalini in. They look about ready. You don't want to overcook them because being soup, it keeps cooking away. These are the ditalini I love. They're called Anna. It says Tubetti number 62. I cannot see too well. Now, this is another reason why I don't put the oil beforehand. Let me just shut this off because I know they're ready. I make my own olio santo. And basically it's extra virgin olive oil with a lot of crushed red pepper. As you can see, it's a beautiful golden color, almost with a red tint, and it's a hot, spicy oil. So that's what I like on my lentil soup. And for the rest of the family members, we're just gonna all drizzle on the extra virgin olive oil. Okay, now for the taste testing of the lentil soup. Let's see. I don't want to burn myself. Perfect, perfect, perfect comfort food. Please, 1 hour, healthy, budget friendly, delicious food. Food is love. And please be safe and enjoy. Thank you. Don't forget, if you like my recipes, subscribe, if I could even get myself to say it right, subscribe to my channel. And I'm new at this. I'm not a chef, like I say all the time. I'm just a person that through food, I share love. Good night. Be safe.